Hi everyone, welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is day 26 of Marion's 31-day challenge. Can't believe it's almost over, and I can't believe I actually kept up with it. But today I wanted to do another eBay video for all of you who've been asking me questions. Today we're going to focus on photographing your items, and I apologize if you hear any noises in the background. We have another storm going through today, and my daughter is home. They just canceled PM kindergarten, and my son will be home from high school in another couple hours, so I wanted to get this done before all the mayhem starts. When I first started, I really had no idea what I was doing. I didn't really know what to do as far as photographing my items went, so I came up with my own little system, and this should work for all of you who are just starting. I always try to have some kind of like solid backdrop so that you can just focus on the items and not everything around them. I've seen some pictures that people take, and they take a picture of an item and you see the whole room behind it, and you see, you know, all the stuff on their table, or they put it up against some busy piece of fabric, and you can't see the item, you just focus on everything around it. So I always try and make the item the star of the picture. So what I did in the beginning was I would take a frame with an easel on it and set that up, and then these are just two 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock, and I would set them up like this. I would put my item here, and that's how I would take my pictures in the beginning. And that worked well for a long time. The main thing that you want to be aware of is your lighting. I don't usually take many pictures at night. I usually take them during the day. I can take them at night though, because over my kitchen table there's halogen lights up there. There's 3 halogen lights up there. So they provide a really good light source, so I'm lucky in that respect. But I do try and take them during the day because natural light is always good. If you have like a sunroom, which I don't here in New Jersey, but if you have a sunroom, that's a great place to take pictures because there's a lot of natural light, and you won't need much extra. I also I like taking them during the day because I usually don't have to use a flash on my camera, and then I don't have to worry about the glare of the flash flashing off of my item. But I don't use the cardstock and picture frame method anymore. I've now graduated to a Lightbox, and this is what that looks like. These are very, very inexpensive. This is a smaller size. They do come much bigger than this, but my items are usually on the smaller side, so this is a good size for me. I'll show you what I do with my bigger items that don't fit in here a little bit later. But what this comes with is, it comes with 2 little lights, and the little tripods pop out. And like I said, if you're in a situation where you have to take pictures, like maybe in your basement and there's not a lot of good light, you can use these. You can set one up on either side of your light box. You can angle them any way that you want to. The only problem is you have to make sure you have, you know, outlets for both of these things. But I don't use these because in my situation I really don't need them. But I'll show you how to put together the light box. This opens up, and you fold this part back and stand it up. And then these 2 flaps unfold. Hold on, I think I need to back up a little bit here. These 2 flaps unfold, and this little piece of fabric comes down, and then this extra square pops out, and you just pop it on the top like that. And then you've got a nice blue background to film all of your items up against. This does come out. This blue background does come out, and you can turn it around so that it's gray. It's just Velcroed up at the top. Up here, it's just Velcroed. And you can pull that out and turn it around if you'd like. But 90% of the time I use the blue. Because I've noticed when I take pictures of my items, I can pick them out. When I search for them and there are other similar items, I can usually find mine right away because of the blue background. It just makes the items really pop. Okay, now, when I take pictures, I usually try and take as many as I can to give people a really good idea of what they're getting. I don't like them to be surprised when they receive their item. So, like this coffee mug, I would probably take about 4 pictures of this. Reason being is this has an image that is different on both sides. So I'm going to set it in the Lightbox, and I would take a close-up picture of this image. I would turn it, take a picture of the image on the back. I'm always going to turn it over, take a picture of the name on the bottom, and then I'm also going to lay it on its side and take a picture of the inside, because a lot of mugs get scratched and stained if they're used. Some people don't like that, so I want to make sure that they know exactly what they're getting. This one's a little dirty inside, sorry about that. But that's what I would do with this. Any additional pictures that I would take of this would only be if there were any kind of cracks or chips or any kind of imperfections on it. Then I would try and take close-up pictures of those. I finally have a good camera that takes very good close-up shots. The one that I had before when I started on eBay took the worst close-up shots ever, especially when I was trying to take pictures of jewelry items. So for my birthday this past year, I finally got a good camera. Like with jewelry items, this is one I would set it way back here and take a good close-up shot of the front and the back, and then I would also take one additional shot, and it's not gonna focus for me here, but there is a name right here. It says Trifari. I would take a picture of that also. As far as imperfections go, a lot of my items are porcelain or ceramic. So like with this item here, I would take a picture of it this way. I would take a picture of it from the top to show the scene. I would take probably a close-up picture of the bottom since it's decorated. And then I would take a picture of the name, obviously, and it's not going to focus. My camera doesn't focus after I've initially focused it. Sorry, you guys. But there's little teeny tiny lines that run all through this. And those are craze lines. It happens sometimes with a lot of ceramic over time. People really want to know if there's crazing on an item. So I always make sure to tell them if there's any chips, cracks, or crazing. Like this item, it's from the same collection, just a different color. But this has no crazing whatsoever. The back is nice and smooth, the front is nice and smooth. This item here, this one has different scenes all the way around. So I would probably take, I think I took 4 pictures of this, just going around the item. I took a picture of the inside, I took a picture of the bottom, and this one, you can see right here it has a little chip. I took a close-up picture of this and let everyone know that it did have an imperfection. So that's pretty much it with taking pictures of your items. You don't have to take as many pictures as I do. There are a lot of sellers on eBay that just take pictures of, they'll take a picture of a coffee mug, they'll set it there, they'll take a picture, that's it. But like I said, I just don't like to do that because I like people to know what they're getting. And I think I've had more success with my items because I take lots of pictures. I actually had a electric coffee pot about a month or two ago that I bought, and it had a cute little lid with a little bird on the top, a ceramic bird on the top, and his beak was broken off. And when I came home with it, I researched it and found there were actually probably half a dozen or more of the same coffee pots already listed, and they were in better condition than mine. So I kind of thought that I would never sell mine. Well, I ended up selling mine within a month. Chipped beak and all. And I do think that that has to do with the way that I list things and the pictures that I take of them. But like I said, I'm no expert, so please feel free to do it your own way. This is just what works for me. So don't want to make you guys dizzy, but I'm gonna walk into the other room and show you guys what I do with larger items. All right, bear with me here, guys. Ignore my laundry and my ugly wallpaper. Okay. All right, now we're in my living room. Turn the lights on. Okay, when I have a larger item, I usually film it in here, take pictures of it in here, because the carpet is a nice neutral background. So like I have this big Mickey Mouse purse. So what I'll do is I'll just lay it out on the floor and I'll take a picture of it that way. I'll flip it over, take a picture of the back, make sure I take a picture of the tag so they know that it's brand new. I'll also take a picture of the inside. I'll hold it open with one hand and take a picture. And I'll usually take a picture of the bottom because a lot of people want to know whether it's scuffed or not. If I have anything that needs to stand up, kind of like a stuffed animal, I will usually set it up against, sorry for the basketball net there, set it up against this ottoman over here because that's also kind of a neutral background, and I'll take my pictures there. So like I said, it's not the most professional thing in the world, but it works for me. But if you're really thinking about doing this for an extended period of time and you have a lot of smaller items like I do, I'd really recommend getting the Lightbox. There's lots of different ones on eBay. There are some that kind of just pop up, like those little playhouses for kids, those play hut houses. There are ones like mine. I like mine just because it's easy to store and it's easy to put together. But I think that's it for photographing items. If you guys have any other questions about photographs, please message me and I'll do my best to get you an answer. And hopefully, I don't know if the kids are going to school tomorrow or not, but hopefully I can get a shipping video out sometime this week for all of you. So thanks again for watching. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.